What I've also added onto this here, which I've added onto all of them that I do, a sort of process for doing your creative response. This is the process that I go through with my students. Your teacher will go through a process with you, okay? So I go through all of this in thinking about what you're going to do. Typically, I suggest that what you're doing is you're looking for gaps or silences or writing from an alternate perspective. So instead of looking for what don't we know in the text and what are we interested in, you look at, wow, the author gives us insight into the perspective of Wickham, but I'd really like to know the perspective of Georgiana. So I might write the event from Georgiana's perspective, okay? One thing I do want to flag about the creative response, there are 2 sacks you do that you can stack the decks for, really, I'm being honest. And they are the ones that you really, that should be some of your highest performing. It's the creative response and it's the oral presentation. Why? Because you can often plan for it, okay? And the planning for your creative response has to be an acknowledgement of the written statement. Sometimes it's called a reflective statement, a critically reflective statement. You have to write a creative response, not a creative writing, a creative response to the text, then you have to justify it. And I have my own way of doing it. Here's my structure for how I go through when I teach how to do your written explanation. And guess what? The written explanation for your creative response, the process is exactly the same for your oral point of view. Okay? So these are the things that you can really stack the decks on. You pre-write it. Obviously you pre-write your oral point of view, but you can pre-plan and pre-prepare your creative response. Okay, so they're the 2 that I think that you should go gangbusters on. Okay.